Hi everyone, it's Leezy here, founder and director of the GDL, Graded Darts Leagues Limited. Thanks for watching this video. So what's all this cricket all about? So obviously it's not the cricket, the insect, and it's not the traditional English bat and ball game. Cricket in darts is completely different. Some people might know it as Mickey Mouse. It's quite a common name for it. I'm not actually sure why. So if you know why, just drop in the comments underneath the video why you think it's called Mickey Mouse in some places. Also in areas it's called tactics because it's a really tactical, strategic game. Now, this is a really popular game over in America, over the Atlantic. It used to be pretty much the most popular darts game out there. I'm not sure if anyone has taken over, but it's still very popular. So the first thing you need to know about playing cricket on a dartboard is that only 6 numbers count along with the bullseye. Those numbers are 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, and then you've got the inner and outer ball. Now, something completely different about cricket in darts compared to the normal N01 games is the scoreboard. You've probably seen this type of format on a chalkboard maybe in an old pub with an old wooden dartboard cabinet where you can see the numbers going down from 20 down to 15 and then showing ball. But obviously we're all about online darts, so we're going to show you the online version of the cricket scoreboard that we use. So this web software is the best current software available to play cricket online with, and this is on LIDARTS, LIDARTS.org. Playing on this system's really easy. You've got the 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, and at the bottom there it says 25. That's because the bullseye is a double 25, for instance. So as you can see there to the left of number 25 is D, so that's a double. And for all the others you've got double on the left and treble on the right. Okay, let's go with the aim of the game. As you can see now, the aim of the game is to have marked off all of the targets and have the higher points total scored. And there he is our mate, the confused man again, but don't worry, we're going to explain everything in a little more detail. So first off, the marking off of your numbers. So in order to mark off your numbers, you've got to throw the darts at the target and either go for the singles, trebles or doubles. If you hit a single, that counts as 1 mark, a double counts as 2 marks, and obviously a treble counts as 3. Once you've got your 3 marks on your number, whether that be 3 singles or a double and a single or a treble, that's when you can start scoring on that number. What I mean by scoring is that any darts you get within that number, whether it's a single, double or treble, they count as points rather than marks off now. But there's a catch. You can only score on a number until your opponent has marked that number off. So if you and your opponent have both got 3 marks on a number, so the circle with the cross lines going through it, and neither of you can score on that number. And this is where the tactics side of it comes in. So you can see here that the 18s, the player on the left has hit 18s quite a few times. He's got off the 3 numbers and then he's got 5 18s as well. Now his opponent has not yet marked that 18 off, so he's still got the opportunity to carry on scoring, whereas the opponent only was able to get 1 extra score of 19 on the 19s before the guy on the left closed it out. And now I'll go through a little example of a game that I prepared and played earlier. Okay, so as you can see here, I start off with 2 single 20s and a single 16. And my opposition has gone ahead and got treble 20 and 2 single 19s. So if you hit a treble, it counts as 3 singles, obviously, and if you hit a double, it counts as 2 singles. And the marks you can see there are indications of how many you've hit. So on my side there, where you can see the 16, there's 1 strike, so that means I've hit 1 single 16 so far. In total, it also means, with that funny symbol, the cross and a circle, it also means that I have in total hit 3 20s, and then I've also hit 3 19s. Now you can also see a number 19 against my 19 column, my 19 row. That means I've hit 1 additional 19 above the 3 required to begin scoring on it. And there you can see that my score is currently 19. So we'll just let this game run through for a minute or so. As the game is being played, you'll see certain numbers are being striked off and some scores are being made, and it's quite important how this has been set up. So I want to show you something more in a few seconds. While we're waiting, if you are not a GDL player yet, please check us out on gdl180.com, the home of online darts. We run leagues and knockouts throughout the year where it's all graded, so you will never ever be out of your depth, and you will never ever be playing a match what's much too easy for you. Dozens of divisions, 5 different grades, so you can play against people of your own ability, gain the confidence and continue to improve as a player. So as the game has continued on, we see a lot of the numbers struck off, and only 17 and 25 are left. So you'll notice now that the player B, so trainer 5 there on the right hand side, has struck off all of his numbers, marked off all his numbers, but he's not won the game yet. Well, why not? Because he hasn't got the highest score. And conversely, Leezy, myself, has a higher score, so why has he not won the game yet? Well, he's not marked off all his numbers. So that goes to show that it's not a game of just scoring high, and it's not a game of just marking off your numbers. You have to do both. You have to have the highest score, and you have to have marked off all of your numbers. So that's about everything. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a like and a subscribe, and head on over to our socials and our website gdl180.com. Get signed up to be part of the home of online darts.